Hi everyone. Today we'll talk about a habit that I see far too often and that, if not corrected, will undermine your entire Wing Chun training. The habit I'm referring to is called Chuk Kiu, which in English can be translated as choked bridge. So, what exactly is a choked bridge? The simplest and most common explanation for a choked bridge is when the angle of your elbow falls below 90 degrees while making contact with the opponent. Now that could certainly be an acceptable explanation, except that there's a whole lot of range left between 90 degrees and 180 degrees, and not all of that is optimal. So for those looking to optimize, I'd say that the ideal range would be between 120 and 135 degrees, which means that you should start to consider your bridge as being choked as soon as the angle of your elbow falls below 120 degrees. So why is Chuk Kiu bad? If you roll with a choked bridge to defend your torso, you cannot effectively defend your face because 1. Your hands are too low, and 2. You don't have the proper angle or distance to deflect a straight line attack. If you can't even defend against a straight line attack, then what's the point of bridging? Yes, there's still the sensitivity aspect at play, but how useful is it to feel a strike coming when you're too close and out of position to do anything about it? Some people's solution to not being able to defend their face is to roll higher. But doing that with your arms choked doesn't really solve anything because it doesn't address the issue of angle and distance. It might even be worse because you're opening yourself up to body shots as well as single and double leg takedowns. Even if the attacker doesn't go for your legs, your arms being choked will make it easier for him to wrap his arms around you, regardless of whether you're rolling high or low. And if he gets his hands clasped around you, good luck trying to avoid the ground. And if the guy just pushes you backward, engaging with a choked bridge will put you at a huge disadvantage because you won't be able to stand your ground unless you lean forward. And leaning forward will expose you to many unpleasant things, such as punches, elbows, and knees from the clinch. If you're constantly rolling with a choked bridge in training, when the moment arrives that you actually need to defend yourself, you're automatically going to engage your attacker with a choked bridge. The habits that you adopt in training are the ones that will surface when the stakes are high. Now, it's obviously important to have rules in T-Sao in order to focus on certain skills and minimize injuries. But it's also important to keep in mind that nobody outside your training partners cares about your rules. So if you make it a habit of using the rules as a defensive crutch and ignoring all other possibilities, you could be setting yourself up for a rude awakening. If you want your Wing Chun to be worth anything when it counts, you need to be aware of what's outside the box and approach Qisao in a way that allows you to develop skills that will also be useful to you in other environments. If you found this video helpful, remember to hit that like button. And until next time, train well, and thanks for watching.